Hey guys, it's John with ReelBlue Custom Rods, and welcome back to another edition of the Truth About SAMSFX. And today we're going to do the 6th color that comes in the case, or actually the 6th color out of the 8, kind of as I've been progressing through these videos, as you can see here, which kind of reminds me of a take on the Mardi Gras version of the Versa blend thread. But again, this is the SAMSFX Versa thread, and we're going to go ahead and get started, see what comes out with this one. So got my line started. And again, you know, because I'm saying it has that Mardi Gras look to it, it has the gold, green, and purple metallic colors in it. So you can see the purple, the green, and then the gold. And I think those spaces are just randomly, or the colors are just randomly dispersed through there. So go ahead and get that started. Get a good bite. All right. So now I'll just go ahead, loosen up my tension rod. All right, and then now we'll go ahead and cut off this running end. And we will see what this will look like here. So initially, just kind of has that green, purple, gold look to it. I really don't see too much of a pattern happening yet. But let's see what happens as we go here and see if this will create anything for us. All right, so I see it trying to do something, but it's really not making much of a design. I think it's really just giving us those 3, but I'm really hoping that this color, the patterns will shift and kind of give us some kind of design in there, like some of the other ones did. I mean, it's trying to. If I look, where'd it go? If I look right here, you can see that kind of happening. It's actually going down at an angle, almost like wrapping around it, and the same thing right there. So let's go and let's see. That's probably, what, 3/4 of an inch? Yeah, that's 3/4 of an inch. So let's just wrap it for a little bit more. What do you guys think so far? Let me know down in the comments block what you think so far of this color. And we'll just keep wrapping here. And so what I'm noticing is that, and you guys can see it there a little bit probably as I spin really fast, you can see that line basically wraps around it. And I'll point it out when I stop, but I just want to get a bit of thread going on here. And that line I was pointing out earlier, it's basically coming around and wrapping. So it's right there, and it just stays, as you guys can see, and it wraps all the way around that rod. So you really have this green, gold, purple look, and then you get that twist pattern in it with that one line. Not too bad. I mean, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, you know, diversity in the pattern, if you will, I guess. But, you know, it's okay. But I might have spoke a little too early because, oh no, I was going to say it looks like it's trying to do something here at the end where I'm wrapping. What I'd really like to see is more of that pattern, that tiger stripe, zebra stripe type look to it. And I think that's what this one line is giving us. It's just not as much as it is in some of the, it's not just as much as it is in some of the other color options with this SAMSFX thread, or with like the Versa Blend thread. Yeah, so you get a little bit of line action in there, but you know, not a lot. You're just getting that one line pattern that wants to move in there. I gotta tighten it up a little bit. There we go. Let's see where we're at really quick. Yeah, we'll go just a little bit more. We're like 2 1/4 inch. Let's go just a little bit more. All right, I think we're getting down to the end, and it really isn't doing much. Yeah, we're at 2.5. Yeah, we're at 2.5. And so you can see that line, it stays. So it's that one barber line. It just doesn't fluctuate as much as some of the other patterns or color options did. You know, if you're looking for that tiger pattern look. But I mean, this isn't a bad color option, you know, and it does have a little bit of change in it. But not my favorite, I guess, is what I would say. So we're going to go ahead and tie this one off here. All right, and we'll tighten that down a little bit. And then we'll come back and cut this working end off. Nice, good, clean cut. And then what I think we'll do is we're going to come in here and we're going to mess around and see what this looks like on top of some mesh tape, sheetrock mesh tape, if you will. And we're going to see how this comes out when we try to throw in a dragon scale pattern really quick. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly. Oops. Once I get it started, if I can even get it started here. All right. So get this started a little bit. We'll cut that working end off. And we'll start spinning this and see what we get. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit just because I'm doing it on top of this mesh tape. I like to have it a little tighter versus loose. And we'll just give it some quick spinning. Little burnishing tool, packing it in. Oh, it doesn't look too bad on the dragon scale pattern. I actually like it. Almost reminds me, not 100%, but kind of almost reminds me of that Fruit Loop stuff I did with the tinsel thread. So let's just keep going a little bit more. Again, I like having my tension rod on my hand wrapper here a little tighter when I'm dragon scale wrap, especially on this mesh tape stuff. And I know it's, again, I'm doing it pretty quickly for, instructional purposes, if you will. So I'm not, I'm not trying to take up too much of your time, but I'm trying to, cover up as much of these little tag ends of the mesh tape. But I will tell you, if you want a pro tip when you're using the mesh tape, and I'm sure some of you are already doing it, if you cut off these little ends that stick up right here, and then you just align this long piece of the tape next to the other end, they'll lay down, and you don't have to worry about these little cut pieces trying to pop through between your thread wraps and stuff like that. We'll keep wrapping. All right. And it's coming out pretty good. You really don't see much of that line that was created in that previous wrap. And I'll show it to you guys here once we finish this dragon scale portion. But you do see the colors and the pattern from the dragon scale underneath it. And the colors are light enough to where it has enough light colors in it, in the thread pattern, to where it allows you to really see the dragon scale pattern below it. Some of the metallic thread make it a little harder to see that pattern, that dragon scale pattern. But even though this has the purple and green and the gold, they are light colors, and they are really even standalone colors, great for using on dragon scale. Gold, purple, lavender. Even though you would think purple is a dark color, it could be a dark color, it does work really well by itself on a dragon scale wrap. All right, so we're about halfway done there. Oh, let's back it up a little bit. All right, use my burnishing tool, packing it in there a little bit. All right. Okay, we're slowly getting there. And I guess I could loosen up my tension rod, but like I said, I like to have a little tighter, loosen it a little bit so it'll just roll a little smoother. There we go. And double overlap. All right, so we're getting down here towards the end. We'll keep wrapping. All right. Oops. Again, I'm going to go quick here just for the sake of time, try to wrap this off. All right, we'll just go down to the end straight. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll tie this off. 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut. All right. Then we'll cut this free end off, or this working end. All right, so if we go back to what we initially did with the thread wrap, again, you can see, I mean, it's got those purple, gold, and green colors in there, and then it starts to give you this line pattern that wraps around. But it stays pretty consistent. It doesn't move around a lot like I would like it to, not giving it more of that tiger or zebra type look. Maybe that's the look you're going after. And if it's not, I think it would be great as a underwrap. I think it would complement you know, some rods if you use that as an underwrap. And from a dragon scale perspective, I really like it, and I think it would be a great choice for a standalone color or a single thread to use on a dragon scale wrap like the one you see here. I think the colors are great, and I think it would look really good. So, yeah. Hey, let me know what you think about the video down in the comments block. Make sure you hit the like button, and please feel free to share the video with anybody you think that would find it useful. And if you're interested in watching some of the videos that I did on the Truth About Versa Blend, you can see that video series here, or you could watch this next video as well. All right, guys, until next time, take care. Bye.